thing I do when I get to work is make sure that I look up everything about my patient. Even though I get report, I still look up my H&P, my labs, my meds, my orders, nurses' notes, and Q&Ps that was put on for my patient for the day before. I gotta make a run to the pharmacy for one of my coworkers. She needs a levo, and apparently this hospital you can't make your levo yourself. So let's go to a pharmacy bin. I do all of my own AccuChecks. I do temps Q4 hours, as well as give my meds or any other nursing care is all my responsibility because the ICU doesn't have aides. So I have to refresh all of my tube feedings, get new piston cups and Toomey syringes for the next shift. I'm responsible for all the bathing, turning, repositioning, all that's on me. I'm literally just sitting in my car. I just got off of work. I am exhausted. Like, so exhausted. Real talk, these are probably the worst 2 shifts I've had since I've been here. And it is not even that my patients were, like, they were actually sick, but it was dealing with the doctors. And so my first night, it was just so rough. My patient was confused. I had to call the doc. Like, literally, I put in Q&Ps every hour at least. Like, legit, every hour. Got new orders almost every hour. And my patient was using her call light as a phone. This is definitely not an assignment that anybody should take 2 days in a row. Okay, so I made the dumb mistake of changing my assignment and got an even worse patient. Not that I was confused, but her condition was just worse. So I was so busy. It just was a whole mess, right? So I just was literally on, like, I was on the go all night. Just constantly on the go, doing so much stuff. Kept up with my charting. That was the main thing that I wanted to make sure, like, along with my patient care, was like just to keep up with my charting so I didn't have to stay later for work to chart extra. And now I'm just exhausted. I'm just so tired, and I'm so glad that I'm off for the next 2 days. Really, it's like a day and a half, because I mean, I just got off this morning, and so then I turn right back around. Is that my son's bus? Yeah. So then I turn right back around and I go to work Saturday night. And then my son has a baseball tournament Sunday. So your girl is going to need a lot of caffeine. After being off for like 9 days and then coming back to work and having such heavy patients, it was rough. And yeah, it was a lot. And like, I know I'm just talking, but the purpose of this was to tell you guys, if you are a nurse, and all my seasoned nurses out there, y'all understand what I'm talking about. Y'all can vouch for what I'm saying. Never change your assignment. If you go to work and your name is on the board and it's an assignment that you just do not like, don't change your assignment. If your patient was one way one night, you come back the next night, don't change your assignment. Because I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, it'll be an even worse assignment than what you already have. And I literally have not changed my assignment in the past 2 years, because my first year, I remember I changed my assignment twice, and each time my assignment was worse. And I was like, see, you know what? That's what I get. So when I did it this time, I thought about it after I did it, and I was just like, nah, I need a new assignment. And then I came in and my whole attitude was just so stank because my assignment was rough. So yeah, it was. So one of my patients was like super sweet. Family was super nice, super sweet. And that just makes it so much better and easy to take care of your patients when they're like that. So although it was a lot to do and it was a lot of work, having a good patient and a good family makes the world of difference. So who else hates lifts? Lifts, EKG machines, echo, another ultrasound. Our unit is actually connected to PCU, and this is what my workstation usually looks like. That's our crash cart, and we also have a vein finder, which I never use. And once again, I am back to charting. So we actually chart every 2 hours, and it's every hour depending on the patient's condition, but at least every 2 hours. And then whatever we do in between those hours, you are also responsible for charting. If you didn't chart it, you didn't do it. You need to chart every single thing that you do to cover your butt. And you need to make sure what you're charting is correct and that you will remember this patient if you're ever brought up in court in the future. So charting is very important. And then I finally get to go home and clock out. It's really the best feeling. Honestly, guys, this was like the worst. Not even the worst, the like most annoying day. You know what I'm saying? So ready to go. Any of you guys get freaked out about walking in a parking garage, or is it just me? I always feel like it's like a scary movie. Something gonna like pop out and get my ass. Like, is it just me? I don't know. It's creepy. So I am finally off of work. It has been a long 13 hours. I had a one and done, which means I had one shift and then I'm off for a couple of days until I go back, or I'm off for a day before I go back. So that's what we call a one and done. So basically I worked Saturday, but I'm off Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, because Tuesday is my birthday. Dirty 30. I'm saying it like I'm excited, but I'm really kind of dreading it because I'm very, I don't know, about to turn 30. I'm freaking out. But my 30th birthday is July the 17th, so I'm off on my birthday. And tomorrow I actually need to dye my hair and redo my roots. So that's what my plans are. So like I said, I just got off. It was a crazy shift, and not even that the patients were like very sick. It was just very busy. Like a lot of call lights going off, and that's something that I'm not really used to in the ICU because I do come from a bigger ICU. So I'm not used to the patients who are technically ICU patients to be able to be on the call light like constantly and an all night thing. That is a little different for me. So I don't know. It's just different. Let's put it that way. Glad that I'm getting a couple of days off because I most definitely need it. I have told you guys this before that I am part-time, and that's just because my life allows me to be part-time. If I was not in the situation that I am right now and it was just me and my boys and I was like single mom doing it on my own, I would definitely be full-time, but thankfully I'm able to be part-time. And also I will be starting school soon, so that means I will have to be part-time because there's no way I can work full-time and go to school. I probably could, but it would just be a lot harder. So I am thankful that I can be part-time because I know some of you guys were wondering, like, are you full-time? Are you part-time? Are you per diem? But no, I am actually part-time. So to clarify that, so that clarifies that. Other than that, I am very thankful for what I'm able to do, but I definitely think it is my time to move on and push forward and kind of do something different. And it could just be the situation that I'm in right now. but I definitely think this is going to be a good transition for me into a new role. You know, I'm just praying to God that I succeed in my grad school program as best as I can and successfully complete it. I've heard that the NP program is very difficult, and I'm just praying that I can actually successfully complete it. It's very hard to start a program that you know is difficult, and I guess it was the same thing with nursing. Like, I knew nursing school was going to be really hard, but I didn't know nursing school was going to be as hard as it was. And I know there's a lot of you out there that is actually nursing students or just got accepted into nursing school, or you know, you have a couple of months left and you're like, Jasmine, this is honestly the hardest thing that I've ever done. And it is. At the time, it is the hardest thing you ever done, because I swear nursing school was the hardest thing I ever did in my life. But now I know that nurse practitioner school is going to be like that, but harder, because they expect you to be at a different educational level. They also expect you to be able to be self-taught, and you have to teach yourself a lot of things on your own, and you have to go out and get your clinical sites on your own. So there's a lot of things that as a nurse practitioner student is going to be expected of me that is going to be tougher than what I've experienced in nursing school. So I'm very worried about that, and just hoping that I can succeed and overcome all the challenges. I am trying to find a clinical site already, and I'll explain that to you guys a little bit more in the future. But I just wanted to kind of take you guys around with me and just document what it's like to kind of be in a hospital setting, because I might not always be in a hospital setting. I don't plan on it, honestly, guys. And I will do a video of what, you know, my top 3 dream nurse practitioner jobs are, just like I did my top 3 registered nurse positions besides ICU. Honestly, I love ICU, and if it wasn't so hard on my body and on my family and on my sleep schedule, I definitely would do it for as long as I could, but it's just physically not something I can see myself retiring as an ICU nurse. I just can't. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this follow me around. I know this car part of the vlog is a little awkward because of the lighting, but look guys, it's 7:15 in the morning and I have a 30-minute commute back home. So like I said, my nursing journey is a lot different from other people's, and I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And make sure you subscribe, as well as follow me on my other social media platforms. And until the next video, I'll talk to all you hunts later. I love you all. Bye.
The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be.